Manchester United manager Ten Hag is making up his mind about Onana. Manchester United goalkeeper Andre Onana has admitted he let his teammates down after making a blatant error in tonight's defeat to Bayern Munich. The Red Devils looked bright in the opening exchanges of their Champions League return. However, a dreadful mistake from Onana was enough to undo their lively start. Leroy Sané's weak strike slipped through Onana's grasp to give Bayern a crucial lead. In his post-match interview with TNT Sports, he admitted to his mistake. David De Gea was a constant face between the sticks over the past decade. Replacing him was never going to be easy for Onana. However, an unconvincing start to his life in England has further added pressure on him. Onana's early howler gifted Bayern the opener and shifted the momentum in their favor. He was also at fault for Bayern's second and fourth goals. The 27-year-old has displayed great ball distribution qualities. His presence at the back brings calmness and helps Ten Hag's objective to play out from the back. However, his shot-stopping skills can be questioned. He has kept just one clean sheet in 6 games for the Red Devils. According to the Sun newspaper, Ten Hag has spoken to Altay, the reserve goalkeeper signed this season, and asked him to be ready at any time. Ten Hag, who especially trusts Altay, who was transferred from Turkey, is thinking of using Altay instead of Onana. What is your opinion about this? Should Altay be given a chance? Man United midfielder Christian Eriksen delivers frustrating display versus Bayern. Manchester United midfielder Christian Eriksen had a difficult outing against Bayern Munich in the Champions League on Wednesday night. The Red Devils started their European adventure with a defeat at the Allianz Arena yesterday. Casemiro played an important role in his team's victory with 2 goals in the last minutes, but these goals were not enough to get a point. The 31-year-old also lost possession on 10 occasions and was dribbled past twice. There were no surprises that he was replaced by Scott McTominay in the 69th minute. Eriksen had a brilliant start to his United career last season but unfortunately picked up an ankle injury in January. Since his comeback, he has been far from his best for the club. The midfielder has been outrun by several opponents, and yesterday was another example where he could not cope with the intensity and the work rate of Bayern's midfielders. In our view, the former Brentford man should be dropped from the starting lineup for the Burnley trip. Mason Mount was back in team training in the lead-up to the Bayern game, and he could be drafted straight into the starting lineup for Saturday's visit to Turf Moor. If Mount is unfit enough to start, we would give a chance to Hannibal Mejbri, who had a lively cameo against Brighton and Hove Albion with a sublime long-range goal. Manchester United set to agree terms with superb striker. Manchester United teenage striker Joe HUGILL is set to sign a new contract at the club. The 19-year-old has really impressed Ten Hag, and he will be rewarded with a new and improved deal, according to Manchester Evening News. HUGILL impressed United coaches during the summer preseason tour, and he has been catching the eye of several Football League clubs. Men claim that the teenage striker is close to agreeing a new 3-year deal that will include the option of another year. United did sign Rasmus HOJLUND in the summer transfer window from Atlanta for a big money fee, but they have high hopes for HUGILL. HUGILL has been impressing heavily in Premier League 2 this season. He has managed 3 goals and grabbed an assist in 4 matches thus far. With so many clubs keen to take him on loan in the January window, the Red Devils need to make a decision on the youngster's future. He has shown his class for the under-18 side and under-21 side and was part of the side that claimed FA Youth Cup glory last year. Manchester United strategic review ongoing, says Chief Executive Richard Arnold. Manchester United Chief Executive Officer Richard Arnold has confirmed that a strategic review regarding the future of the club is being conducted, The Athletic reports. The 52-year-old CEO reportedly made the assertion in an all-staff meeting on Monday, where he urged the club's employees to hang tight and be resilient. The staff meeting was reportedly convened in the aftermath of major in-house discontent over the club's initial plan to reintegrate Mason Greenwood into the first team. That arrangement was met with backlash from politicians, charities and supporters, eventually forcing the club to exile Greenwood, who has since joined Spanish club Getafe on a season-long loan. Man United have since received multi-billion-pound bids from the Qatari Sheikh Jassim's 9-2 Foundation, as well as the British businessman Sir Jim Ratcliffe's company INOS. The pair have been considered front-runners in the race to take over from the Glazers, who have faced widespread protests and criticism from disgruntled Man United fans fed up with their ownership. However, almost a year later, supporters have not received any information from the club about the progress made during discussions or whether Man United intends to proceed with a sale. Arnold's decision to hold the meeting and address challenging questions reflects his willingness to engage with staff, but the impact of these discussions on the club's future remains to be seen. Ten Hag predicts the two players that could form prolific strike partnership at Old Trafford. Ten Hag has high hopes for Manchester United's frontline this season. The Dutch manager bolstered his attacking options with the addition of Rasmus HOJLUND from Atlanta this summer, signing the 20-year-old on a £72 million package. HOJLUND was awarded his first start against Brighton and Hove Albion last Saturday, which came 1 week on from his club debut against Arsenal, and the young Dane has looked incredibly promising in both outings. Meanwhile, Marcus Rashford netted his first goal of the campaign against the Gunners at the Emirates prior to the international break, and after overseeing his first 30-goal season last term, he'll be looking to go even further this time around. Ten Hag believes that the pair will combine to form a prolific partnership up front. PLUMLEY announces he has joined Manchester United. English goalkeeper PLUMLEY has announced he has joined Manchester United via his Instagram page. The 20-year-old was released by Oxford United at the end of last season and has joined the Red Devils as a free agent. Plumley graduated from Oxford's academy before signing a professional contract in 2021, but he did not make a senior appearance before his departure.